Come, follow us
on our journey to get a low-budget
DIY
feature film from script
to screen and beyond.
Nobody knows who we are.
Look at yourselves. Realistically, nobody's going to give you that money. Nobody. You don't know who the fuck you are. It's a complete risk. You are unknown.
This is our first feature film, something we're going to do together. You're going to get it warts and all.
For now, you're just some pair of idiots like everyone else.
It's all about making something out of nothing.
I kind of think we could.
Never wait for permission, just start.
This is DIY Cinema Cult.
Hello, lovely DIY Cinema Cult listeners. It's Mark here. I'm just walking around my flat. Aaron is in Barcelona at the In Edit Festival. He has taken a work in progress rough cut of Free Party, or a section of about 40 minutes of the film, to the In Edit Festival in Barcelona, and hopefully drum up some interest and possible funding to finish his doc. The plan was I was supposed to be there with him, and it's a real shame because it was it was what we were planning on from the start of the podcast, that we were kind of going, oh, maybe this time next year we'll be at some fancy festival, and this was going to be the first opportunity, but I kind of last minute just couldn't pull it off because I didn't have any money in my bank account. I'm a bit broke at the moment, so I just couldn't swing it. Anyway, I will be calling Aaron up shortly to see how it's going. The film is playing today, so I'm going to call him in a couple of hours and just talk to him before he goes in to the film screening. He's out there with Kate, his missus, at the moment. So we will call them up shortly and see how they're doing. Yeah, it's a real shame. I'm just kind of in my flat, kind of going, oh, I'm supposed to be in Barcelona now, but never mind. Such is life. And he's done so well to get the film into the shape it's currently in, even though it's very work in progress. He's got last time I was working on it with him, he had like a good old half an hour that was really quite finished and well polished. And I think since then he's done another 10 minutes of the middle of the film, a section that he really wanted to put across. You don't need me to tell you all of this. Aaron will kind of fill us in properly. He's the man. Hello, Barcelona. Can you hear us, Barcelona? How you doing?
Barcelona? We're good. We're very good. How you doing?
God, it looks sunny over there, man.
Oh, mate. Yesterday was 24 degrees.
Oh, gee.
It was a complete surprise, I have to say. We kind of assumed that, well, it's November, so it's November everywhere. It's all November is the same everywhere. But
yeah,
actually, no, I hate to say it. So we've been down the beach twice.
Oh, my God almighty.
There's Kate.
Hey, Kate, how you doing? We're
going to try and get somewhere slightly off the real main bit, so it's not quite so noisy.
Okay. Have you checked out where you're screening? Do you know what the theatre's like and everything, or like that?
Yeah, we had quite a fun night on my actual birthday night, which was on Sunday. We went to the cinema that the film's going to be on, and we watched the Idols film about the Idols.
Oh, fantastic. Right, brilliant.
Which was great. And there was a strange and surreal moment where we were sitting, in a lovely cinema in Barcelona near the sort of university area.
Yeah.
And we were soaking up the Idols. And then there was a clip of Ali Pali and Fern Park Road as the Idols, the band, went to do a gig there, and there was just this surreal moment where we were like, suddenly a shot of us driving down Fern Park Road, and we were like, what's going on? After not having slept very much the night before, post birthday fun and games.
You thought you were having some weird flashback or something.
It's like, what? Have we been transported back to Fern Park Road and Ali Pali? So yeah, so we're
is that a work in progress film? That one, The Idols, is that one that's kind of on part of the festival?
No, so there's basically most of the films are completed music documentaries.
Okay, got you.
So I would say, the strand that we're on is just a single day.
Okay.
And in one of the screens, so we can go left here. So it's predominantly a music documentary festival with films that are finished.
Yeah.
And so, there's obviously the Idols film. There was a film about Dinosaur Jr. There was a film about Jane Birkin, Charlotte Gainsbourg. So there's lots and lots of, good, high-end, really kind of well-made music documentaries. And then, the strand that we're on is the kind of work in progress strand. It's literally just called in progress, in edit in progress. And today, this afternoon, the films will be from like 4:30 till 9:30. And they're in all sorts of different levels of kind of completion. So two of the films are literally just showing a trailer. Mm-hmm. And then obviously my film is showing, the first half an hour or so with some sections from the middle. And then other films are basically a rough cut. So they're not graded, they're not sound mixed, but they're kind of, the story is complete, if you like. And then there's one completely finished film. So yeah, it's a real spread between all of the different sort of, levels of work in progress. But of course, it's terrifying for us to show something that's not finished because you kind of, you have a feeling of you're going to be explaining where the gaps are to an audience.
So what kind of format is it taking? Are you having to stand up and do a bit of a chat pre or after? Yeah, okay.
There's lots of cyclists here, you can see as we...
Oh yeah, don't get knocked down.
I don't want to get knocked down.
It's like you're running with the bulls, but it's just people on bikes. Yeah.
Through the back streets of Barcelona.
And you're nervous?
Totally terrified. I think just, showing it to anybody beyond, your immediate circle of kind of friends and colleagues.
Yeah.
You've seen it, obviously. Nick and Andrew have seen it. And that's kind of about it. Pretty much nobody else has seen it. So, you just have no idea. And also what's kind of interesting, we were talking to the guy from Kickstarter today, yesterday, who he's not watched it either, but sort of talking about, well, how audience have any sense of the backstory? Will they have any idea what a traveller is? Will they have even any idea what Acid House was? As in how much of the kind of information that we have in the film do you feel like we needed to flesh out? And I suppose we've kind of landed somewhere in the middle, as in we've done a bit of explaining and then we've kind of pushed forward with the three-party story.
Yeah, I feel like you've done a good job at that already. You don't kind of throw people in cold. I think you're quite aware in the film that you've done so far that some people might not have all the background knowledge. Yeah. And you're giving them a bit of detail. But I tell you what, you'll probably see today, when you watch it today in front of an audience, I always find whenever I watch a film of mine in front of an audience, that's when I suddenly become hyper aware of all the little kind of holes or inadequacies. So you'll probably look at it with fresh eyes today and go, oh yeah, we do need to flesh out that bit,
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be, I think that's partly going to be the sort of scary feeling, is like you suddenly realize, what were we thinking when you see something on a massive screen and you've kind of put something together in a certain way that feels like it makes some sense. Yeah. And then you see it on a big screen, you see it through 100 other people's sets of eyes.
That's it. And just context as well. You're watching it as an audience member going, that isn't as clear as I want it to be, or that's not as,
Totally.
And who is in the audience? Like, is there going to be possible investors at this thing? Is that the deal?
Well, I mean, I would assume, and this is, only a kind of an assumption, but I would assume and I would hope that there's some sort of people interested in films that are in progress. So some of those will be maybe distributors, maybe sales agents, and you know, you kind of don't know for sure, but you sort of hope that somehow that kind of gives you a bit of interest in some way or another. So it's a complicated kind of situation, but I think what's interesting about it, I would imagine also, is it's quite near the university, so there's probably going to be quite a lot of film students there.
Yeah,
film students who are just interested in the making of a film and the way that it could potentially you could see a kind of glimpse into the process.
Yeah,
and obviously particularly if some people have got films that are almost complete and other people have got films that are pretty much you know, just started. So yeah, if you were a film student, I think that would be really interesting. So yeah, it's hard to know. Hopefully, yeah, we get some interest out of it.
Very exciting. Are you like about an hour and a bit away before your screening? Is that about right?
No, but the films themselves, because it's a whole tranche of films.
I see. Right.
Yeah, should we go through Place Royale? Oh, just I had to name drop that one there, mate. Going through Place Royale.
So what time is your actual screening for Free Party?
So 8:15 tonight.
8:15 tonight, right? Okay.
It looks like we've got at least at the moment, about 75% seats been taken up, which is pretty good.
Very good. Wow, very good.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, the thing about it is that it's a whole day's worth of screening. So this is the longest I've been in the cinema for 2 years at least.
Yeah.
You know, so there's something quite unusual about the feeling of sort of going to watch a bunch of films back to back. So
yeah,
I think we might dip in and out a little bit. Yeah, films at the start, films in the middle, and some of them are 70 minutes long. Some of them are completely unfinished. So yeah, it might be about kind of pacing our amount of watching, and it's quite interesting here that, you know, the COVID situation in cinemas, it was 100% mask wearing. Anybody inside is wearing a mask all the time. Wow, it's quite a different story from London. But it's we can go left. But yeah, being in a cinema, I felt like a real treat the other day on my birthday, because it's the first time I've actually done it. But did you have a brilliant birthday then? It was lovely, wasn't it? It was lovely. Birthday. Yeah, quite a few gin and tonics, quite a bit of food, a few more gin and tonics, and then film. And yeah, it was lovely. And I think it'll be quite nice now, as we're going to kind of go and meet the other filmmakers. So you kind of get a bit of that feeling of being in a film festival situation. You know, there's a film. It's properly international. There's a film with two filmmakers from Tokyo. There's another British team who are sort of about doing a film about the girl pop band scene in Scotland. So they're sort of Scottish filmmakers. Oh, I backed them on Kickstarter. Yeah. It looks like a really good doc. Yeah, it looks really interesting. So they're just showing a trailer, but they'll be there. And then there's two Spanish teams, and then there's one from South America. So a really interesting spread, and we're going to go and chat to them now and hang out in that kind of way that you do, which is just like, it kind of seems surreal that would, you know, it's been so long since I've done anything like this, where you're at a film festival, you go and meet other filmmakers, there's things to kind of hang out and do and watch other people's films. So yeah. That is always really important with festivals. I mean, some festivals are much worse at doing that than others, but it sounds like that one's got a lot for you to kind of get involved with. Yeah, and I mean, I think they're being slightly cautious because of the COVID situation. So you know, there's not been big sort of indoor kind of drinks things and stuff like that. And at the screenings themselves, everyone seems to kind of congregate outside the cinema. And, you know, people are chatting and you know, hanging out and having a beer and what have you. But it's sort of, you know, there's none of that kind of, there's a party inside here. And I think that's all due to the COVID situation. Because I was going to say, like, afterwards, you know, would there be any kind of reception where people who would be interested in getting involved would be able to make contact with you? Or do you think that'll be an email kind of thing afterwards? Yeah, I guess the thing is, because the screenings are going on all day, I'm kind of gonna have to just sort of go and lurk outside, I guess.
Yeah.
It's definitely not formal.
film? Hey, did you like my film?
Exactly, yeah. I've got some love cabbages to give out, so I'm going to kind of give a few love cabbages out when I get outside. And of course, what's interesting and exciting as well is that some of the Free Party community that have put money into the film are Barcelona-based. So we'll definitely have a few people from within the scene here, you know.
Fantastic. Oh, my God.
Yeah. So that
wow.
kind of is quite exciting, and, you know, sort of making contact with people, you know, in a different place.
Yeah.
And, you can hear this very noisy. We're walking down the La Ramblas at the moment, and it's kind of not touristy time, but it's packed. It's packed everywhere. Kind of mad.
I'm very jealous,
lunchtime,
mate.
I guess. So,
yeah.
I know it is fabulous. We went to see the church. We did the tourist things today. We went to the church of the Sagrada family, and we've been to the beach. So, you know, and now we go and hang out with filmmakers.
Oh, man, have a brilliant time. What's the best thing for me to do later on then about contacting you? Do you want to text me when you're out, and then we can do a quick catch-up call after the screening? Yeah,
I'll give you a shout. The film will be finished by 9:15 UK time.
Yeah.
And I think we'll probably try and get out after that and just have a beer.
Yeah.
Just because we might well need it. So there might be a bit of chat afterwards. But I'll just give you a shout afterwards. So it'll be 8:30 or something like that.
Yeah. Give me a text, and then I can do a call, do a Zoom thing, and then we can do the same thing again.
Great stuff. Terrified.
Mate,
absolutely terrified.
Mate, good luck.
Thank you, man.
You're going to smash it. The film is looking great, and I think people are going to absolutely love it.
A massive thanks to you as well, all your incredible work. I think I was talking to someone the other day about it, and they said, they've seen a lot of rave docs and stuff. So Nick, the other editor guy, he said, I've seen a lot of rave docs and stuff like that, and what none of them have is all of the graphics side which we've put into it. So
brilliant.
Massive thanks to you for your
it was so much
incredible
fun.
Work, and we got to get it finished.
Yes.
By the deadline for next year.
Absolutely. It was so much fun working on it. So, and obviously will be to continue to work on it. Yeah, let's get it finished for next year. Right, mate, I'll let you go because you're in Barcelona, and it's no fun just chatting to me on a mobile phone when you're in Barcelona. Listen, have a brilliant time. Have fun at the screenings, mate. And I'll speak to you tonight.
Nice one, man. See
all right, mate.
Later.
Love to Kate.
Adios.
Adios. Oh, well, there you go. Aaron and Kate in sunny Barcelona. And I'm in... it's quite sunny outside. Crouch End's quite sunny outside at the moment. It's fine. But what I wouldn't give to be hanging out in Barcelona and seeing the cut of Free Party tonight. Anyway, listen, we're going to catch up with Aaron later. Once he comes out the screening, no doubt he will be slightly giddy and refreshed with a couple of cocktails or beers, but so it should make for an entertaining call. Good luck, Aaron. Good luck, Free Party. Break a leg, darling. I'm gonna come over and say hello to you. Do you want to be on an episode of the podcast?
No, not really.
Why not?
Like what? No one's going to care about what I have to say.
Yeah, you're already on the podcast.
Yeah, but...
You're the sexy lady voice that goes, DIY Cinema Cult.
Yeah, but that's enough.
Okay.
What did you want to ask me?
I wanted to ask you, are you jealous that Kate and Aaron are in Barcelona and we're...
Oh, yeah.
And we're in Crouch End?
I'm very jealous.
It's a bit cold and autumny here, isn't it? So I'm going to do Jude, come here. Yeah? No, lick the microphone. Also, you're going to be the makeup and wardrobe for Old Man.
Yeah, are you recording
I'm recording it all now, right now.
So, what kind of hair and makeup do you want for the old man? You wanted me to do the kiss look, right? The brothers.
I want them both in
that's what I thought.
Yeah, full kiss makeup.
Okay. I've got to remember
I mean,
it's the
obviously
cat.
not the whole. It's going to be weird though because we've got our location, haven't we? And we're all going up, like me, you, and Jude. So we're going to be like a little travelling circus.
We're going to be like Paul McCartney and Linda McCartney.
Paul McCartney, Linda McCartney after the Beatles split up.
Yeah.
And they go off into the country.
Yeah. I'm going to wear like seriously woolly old man jumpers.
Are you? Lovely.
I might grow my armpit hair.
Okay. Maybe we should rethink this. Maybe we don't need to make this film. I think ladies with armpit hair is nice.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, I'll grow mine. I think it's because I've got so many tattoos. I'll just straight away look like a biker. Jude.
We're going to be living in the mountains for a week.
Jude, are you going to help when Daddy makes the film?
Jude, you know when we're making The Old Man, are you going to be helpful and quiet? No? No, he says no.
You are listening to the debut feature film podcast. This is DIY Cinema Cult.
Well, it's the next day now. I didn't hear from Aaron that night. I hope the screening went well. I did get a text from him. His phone ran out. So that's what happened. So we didn't end up doing a call, but we will catch up with him on the phone a little later. But I did get word from him that the screening went great. Pardon? What do you want? Yeah? What do you think about Uncle Aaron going over to Barcelona with the film? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's been good? Yeah, I think so too. But I did see a picture on social media, and he was stood up in front of a crowd having to do a Q&A, and it looked, quite a big screening room that they were in, auditorium, theatre. He did say it was terrifying. I hope it went well. I just hope there's some kind of good response from this. I hope some people see it who can maybe help out and help with some funding to get the film over the line, because we do want to get it finished for next May. So Jude, what do you think about Old Man shooting next March? Do you think we're going to get everything together for it? I booked the location last June thinking, March is a long, long time off, and now look where we are. We're already in November. I know. And guess what comes after November? Christmas. And then it'll be January before we know it. Jude, you think we can do it, don't you? Yeah? You're confident we can pull off the shoot in March and get a load of people up to the lakes? Do you think we can get our Kickstarter done in time and raise some money to pay everyone? Do you think it's kind of feasible given that Christmas is around the corner? Yeah. I mean, the thing is, my big worry is that we don't, get the funds in place, because we've only got like an incredibly short amount of time to get them together, haven't we? And, if we don't get them together, then what? I think we can do it, Jude, right? Do you believe in me? Good. Well, if you do, then it's okay. Hey, Jude, should we go and see the choo-choo trains? Should we go and see the choo-choo trains? Yeah. Yeah, let's go and see them. Come on. I'll get your coat.
It's so beautiful. We're making a movie, man. With love. I'm so happy. Giant man. We're making a movie. We're making a movie with love. This is amazing. Come together, everybody. Bring out your family and all your children, man. It's gonna be beautiful. And make a movie, man. I love you guys.
Hello. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. Yeah, how you doing?
Good, man. How did it all go? Tell us the goss.
It was quite nerve-wracking, as you'd expect.
Was it a big old crowd, big old audience?
I would say it was about half full, which wasn't too bad. It was a pretty big cinema, probably 200 capacity, something like that.
Right.
So maybe just a little bit under, but we certainly had one of the fuller screenings because there were 5, maybe 6 films in total. And ours was kind of second to last. It was really well received. I got up and did a Q&A. There was really lovely sort of responses, actually. Everybody who kind of asked a question from the audience was very positive about it. Of course, it's terrifying seeing your work, absolutely massive from the front row, clearly work in progress.
Yeah.
And looking at all the flaws. You spend the whole time going, oh, what did we do that?
What kind of things jumped out at you that you'd want to address?
Well, I mean, I think story-wise, it felt very clear, which was good. I wasn't as worried too much about the story. I think there are times when you watch something like that you kind of fill in the problems in your mind. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I could feel myself occasionally going, that little bit's a problem, and I kind of know what will be done to fix it, so it's sort of okay, you know. So it was all those little moments where you think, this makes sense to me and to, you know, the people closest to the project, but chances are other people are not going to really get that nuance. And then obviously there were obvious things, music being too quiet and mixes of voices sounding wrong. And then there was also, I suppose, a sort of sense occasionally where it just needed some space, you know, it just needed atmosphere and to feel like you were in the story with the people that were telling the story. But actually, generally, I was pretty pleased for the current state of where it is, the roughness of it, that it did feel like it got the story across. And obviously, in the end of the day, that's the main thing. I mean, everybody was very kind about it and seemed to have understood the story pretty well. So, you know, it was a slightly unfortunate situation in some ways, in that usually at a film festival you get kind of time to hang out at the bar and schmooze afterwards a little bit and talk to people, and, you know, strangers will come up to you and talk about things, and there was a tiny bit of that, but because of COVID, they just really hadn't been able to put on kind of events or, you know, so there was a little bar at the cinema, but it was kind of like go in and get your drinks and then take it outside. And so people were sort of hanging outside the cinema a little bit. And I did get approached by some people, a filmmaker who's wanting to do something around the Spanish scene, interestingly, and somebody else who said, I've got some footage, a few good leads, you know, brilliant. A French film festival and a Spanish film festival, both really interested in putting the film on next year. And then I also did an interview for Spanish press, which has gone into, has been published. And,
very nice. What an amazing experience then to kind of have that audience perspective view on the film at this stage. You know, it must be really beneficial, because you must give you a really clear idea of things you want to tweak and change and reorder maybe.
Yeah, it felt like a kind of safe enough environment to screen something pretty unpolished, to get a flavour of, you know, where the issues are, what the gaps are. I mean, it was interesting getting feedback from people as well, because some people were like, I want to know more, I want to go deeper. And other people were like, maybe we don't need quite as much of that.
Did the Q&A kind of take that format that it was kind of a very feedback-based conversation going on?
Generally, there was the kind of host who was a really great guy who was from Kickstarter, who really helped me go through the whole process of making the campaign. And I think he's somebody we should get on the show, actually, because he's made a documentary himself entirely DIY. And obviously he's now working with lots of filmmakers to sort of realize their projects, you know, and he's a goldmine of information. But he sort of hosted, and he kind of asked me sort of initial questions and then opened it up to the floor. And yeah, I had maybe 3 or 4 questions from people, all of whom said, really loved it, think it's fantastic, really interesting project. And then, you know, the questions were, well, some of them were around, you know, where the archive has come from, the archive footage. Some were also around, you know, the challenges involved in sort of telling a very big story in a sort of narrative sense. And then others were kind of interested in some sort of nuts and bolts, really, and particularly talking about the contemporary relevance of the story. So people were interested in it, in the fact that obviously there's an anniversary coming up next year, but the law changes. And I think there was a lot of positivity about it from the audience.
Amazing! I'm so pleased it went well.
It was
no man or woman with a big bag of money tap you on the shoulder outside the cinema.
No sugar daddies or mummies. No, sadly, and I think a little bit of that was partly because the industry events that might be usually put on at things like this were kind of not a feature, and I think this was generally because of COVID, sadly. Yeah. Whereas, you know, like I said earlier, you tend to kind of be able to show the film. Oh, and there's a thing that's happening later, and we'll all hang out at the bar, and they just didn't go for those sorts of stuff, and it was basically because of COVID, sadly. And you know, it was great to have that feeling of being back in a festival again. But yes, just slightly missed that industry side, which I know obviously is where a lot of deals are done, a lot of handshakes are made, and a lot of projects are sort of you know, start their process of being greenlit, and sadly I think that was a sort of symptom of COVID being cancelling out that side of things.
I suppose now we've got to think about where do we go for finishing funds, really, don't we, if we want to get the film done for next May or March or May, whenever you said. It's we need to kind of find that tail end money for licensing of the tracks and the archive and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely the big one now. I mean, I think interestingly, a couple of funds have popped up that I've spotted that were, you know, very short notice, but I think it's going to be a combination of applying for whatever's out there in terms of sort of, you know, those finishing funds that there are, and there are a few. But also getting it to the point where I can screen a rough cut version to sales and distributors. And maybe there's some distribution deal that can start to kind of pay for things on the commercial side. Yeah. Or just getting it ready with the, you know, with the whatever's left with the funds, trying to get it into the festivals for that festival screening. And you know, that can be your platform for sort of sales agents and distributors to sort of come on board, and or a broadcaster or the like to kind of get your finishing funds. So, but it was very interesting seeing the context of each of the films, because they definitely took different approaches. And mine was probably the most, I guess, historical. Mine was also probably the most political. And it was mentioned, the political aspect, which, you know, of course, that's in there. Yeah, and there were plenty of other things that we didn't get to see, sadly. Film on Jane Birkin, and you know, we had tickets but didn't make it to the film on Dinosaur Jr. and loads and loads of good stuff.
Do you recommend the Idols one then? Was that good?
Very good, yeah. I mean, the Idol stock is... I think it starts off and you're thinking this is just going to be for the fans, but by the end you really get what the filmmaker is talking about, and he kind of elevates it to being a little bit more like the band has created a sort of moment, social moment in time. They've kind of created a scene around themselves, and again, they're very positive, very sort of joyous. Even though they come across as these sort of angry, shouting kind of guys, they're really, you know, they're very sort of socially aware, and there's a real sense of of a community building around them, which is very positive community, supportive community of other people in sort of Bristol area, or other bands in the Bristol area. So yeah, definitely worth watching.
Oh man, I'm so glad the screening went well. Was it terrifying then, standing up and saying your bit and doing the chat?
I mean, definitely I was pretty terrified before. Strangely, I always have a sudden feeling of being kind of quite calm when someone gives me a microphone. You must have felt this a little bit when you were doing stand-up. The sort of strange feeling of like, well, I'm now the boss now, because I can make a very loud noise if I want, and I can control the noise in this room. I don't know what it is. It's like a little bit like when you're filming somewhere quite dangerous, but you've got your kind of eye looking through the eyepiece, and suddenly things drift away, and you suddenly go, I was a bit nervous before, but now I'm just looking at what's happening in this frame. Yeah,
it's odd, isn't it? You get a bit kind of tunnel vision a little bit, and it just it's almost like you're on your own. You're completely alone a little bit sometimes. Yeah, it's quite an odd sensation.
So definitely felt that weirdly when they gave me a microphone. I was really nervous beforehand, and then they got up with the microphone. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, well done.
Thanks, mate.
I'll let you get on.
I'm going to have a read of your new scripts as well.
Oh, yes. All right, mate. Well, take care. Well done on the screening again.
Thank you. Nice one, mate. Appreciate all the support as always.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, let's meet up next week and chat about your films.
Yes, let's do it. All right, mate. Take care. Love to everyone.
Bye.
Follow us on Twitter at DIY Cinema Cult, or on Instagram we are DIY_cinema_cult. Seek out the DIY Cinema Cult group on Facebook, or why not email us at DIYcinemacult@gmail.com. Follow us.